Cancer, we are going to be doing your reading. So we're going to get right into it and see what is going on for you guys, Cancer. All right, so this is a little bit of a different spread. And then the next one we're doing is going to be like a love relationship spread. So, all right, Cancer, let's see what is going on, Cancer. One more. All right, geez, okay, one more, Cancer. Four of Swords. All right. Okay, I think we're going to start there. All right. Okay, so you guys have the Four of Swords. What's this? The Ten of Swords just came out. All right, so here's, I feel like you guys are probably exhausted here. Okay, that's what I'm understanding. Prince of Pentacles is at the bottom. Okay, yes. Absolutely. I do think that there's something here that maybe you've been doing something for a very long time, okay, or maybe it's feeling that way, that kind of situation here, all right? And I feel like there's something here where you, maybe you're wanting to like start planning something, that kind of stuff, but I feel like the problem is like you being like, well, I'm friggin' exhausted, or I need to like think on this, okay, that kind of situation. Maybe there's even something where you're like, I need to like recover on that kind of situation, all right? I wonder if this is something where, again, you might just be like, I am like I'm exhausted. Like I need, this just feels like I need rest. I need like a nap, that kind of stuff. That's showing up as the problem. So maybe this is like, it's not a good time to, or a hard time to, rest with something, that kind of stuff. Okay. I even wonder, yeah, this almost feels like overworked a little bit, that kind of stuff. And I also wonder if this is a situation where maybe something has gone on too far, or something about that to the point where you might be feeling like, I don't even want to accept a particular thing, or I don't even know if my heart's in this, or, you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. So, all right, you guys have the Two of Swords. This is showing up as the lie here. I feel like there's maybe you're feeling like somebody is avoiding you. Okay. That kind of stuff. That seems to be showing up as a lie. I also think that maybe there's a particular decision here that maybe is like, that maybe you're ignoring. Okay. Maybe there's like a particular decision or a difficult choice, that kind of situation that maybe you're feeling like this should be easier, that kind of stuff. Okay. That could be it. But again, I also feel like it's like I feel like you're almost feeling like somebody, again, like somebody or something is like avoiding you, maybe on purpose. Okay. That kind of stuff. All right. Also, it could be that the lie here could be that you didn't see something, okay, or that you missed something, or that maybe this is like a FOMO type of situation, okay? It might be like, God, I feel like I missed something, but maybe it's like, no, you didn't, like you didn't miss anything, that kind of stuff. So, all right, you guys have the Empress card, and okay, I also wonder if you're feeling like somebody missed something, or like didn't see something like on purpose. Like it was like, oh, I that was on purpose, or, you know what I'm saying? Something about that, okay? That kind of thing. Maybe this is one of those situations where it's like, dude, no, that actually is just a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? That could be part of whatever this is. All right. Okay, so all right. What? You guys have the Empress card, and this is showing up as the truth here. I think the truth is that you have support, and I think that the truth is that I think something is starting to like come easier to you, or that you have people around you who genuinely want to support you, genuinely want to like help you out, that kind of stuff. Okay, that certainly could be the truth here, but it's like this is really specific. So I'm like, I don't know, God, sometimes this happens where I feel like it is like so specific, where I'm just like, there's no way this is like a general reading. All right. All right. I also think the truth is that you have people who can like, yeah, that like are helping you with something. Okay. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. So let's keep going. We're going to see like what the heck is going on here. All right. I think the truth is that maybe something has started growing and you don't want it to. Okay. That kind of thing. You have the Three of Pentacles, and this is showing up as a solution. I think this is probably a good time to collaborate with other people, or it's a good time to maybe even work on maybe a new type of plan. Okay, that could be it, is like following like a new blueprint as opposed to the one that like you've already been kind of like following, that kind of stuff. Okay, but I do think that there is an indication of possibly maybe even like taking a freaking second to like kind of appreciate the work that you've done so far, that kind of stuff. But I really do think that there's something about like sharing something with other people or working together with other people, that kind of stuff. Okay, I understand something regarding that. All right, I wonder if you're waiting for like another time to do something. Okay, I know it's super vague, but I feel like there might be something in that. All right, so let's clarify this reading. Cancer, what's this? Just came flying out. The Ace of Pentacles. So could be there might be something that you're like, well, I'm waiting. You know, I'm waiting for something. All right. And it could have to do with, again, like the amount of time you're going to have to put into something, or like finances, you know what I'm saying? Or how long something takes to like cultivate. Okay, the Empress card here for the truth. Maybe for some of you guys, this has something to do with fertility. The Lovers card just popped out. So certainly could be, or maybe... All right, let's see what's going on. Cancer. Maybe you guys are seeing the number 33 a lot, okay? That could also be something here. 33 or 444. Okay, Prince of Pentacles just came out, so I feel like maybe... And then the 7 of Pentacles. Maybe you're just trying to find a way out of something. You're trying to reroute something here. Okay, that kind of situation, possibly. Maybe even wondering, like, is this gonna friggin' be worth it? You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. Like, is this gonna be worth it? And I think it's the amount of time, again, time, energy, finances, something about that you're putting into something. You have a lot of jumpers. Okay, the 10 of Wands just came out. So I do feel like this is like, okay, we're almost done. That's what I'm understanding. The truth does seem to be like there's something that's gonna, like, again, grow, increase, whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. Okay, again, showing up as the truth. I just feel like maybe you're waiting for like the results of something here, you know what I'm saying? Or just waiting for like a little bit more information, that kind of stuff. It's almost like, I want to analyze this. I want to analyze like where this is going, or something like that. So, all right, let's see. I do, you know, I think this 10 of Wands is meant to go for this problem here, because that was the energy I was feeling before that came out. So, okay, so you guys have the 4 of Swords, and then you have it with the 10 of Wands, 41, maybe you like the number 41, or 14. Okay, maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius. All right, so let's see, 4 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. So yes, I feel like the problem is that you're just friggin' tired, okay? That kind of stuff. Maybe it's even hard to make a friggin' decision right now, okay? That kind of stuff. And or even, you know what it is? It's almost like I can't possibly accept another offer right now, or I can't even like think about if I even want to accept this, or if this is even like, can I even put this together? Is this workable? Is this going to make sense? Is this going to happen? Something about that. Maybe the problem is like, maybe either you or somebody else is friggin' bogged down with a bunch of different responsibilities, that kind of stuff. I even wonder if maybe you're feeling like, maybe you're like, I don't even know where to bring like my own stuff, or I don't know, that kind of stuff. Okay. Could be something about that. I will also say I've been reading this 4 Swords as the 4 Cups for you guys. Okay. So, that's interesting, because I this is the second time I'm doing your reading, and I read another card inaccurately. Forget what the heck card it was. But I was reading it like as you had the 7 of Wands in the reading that I restarted, and I was reading it as the 7 of Swords. Okay, so interesting. Okay, so maybe there's a good amount of like air sign energy also going on here. So, all right. Okay, so yes, I feel like this is like, I need to it's almost like the problem is like, well, I brought all my stuff home with me, or I have to bring all my stuff home. Like, it's like this building's closed. I have to bring my stuff home with me. That's literally that. I mean, I got to tell you that's kind of what I'm understanding here. And again, at the same time, I do think that there's maybe something here where, I wonder if you were in maybe a spot of like trying to, maybe like collect your thoughts, process something, or recover from something, or, you know, whatever the heck it is. Okay, clear your mind in some capacity here. And I wonder if the whole problem is maybe it was like, whoa, too much at once, that kind of stuff, or there was a sense of something being overwhelming, that type of energy. I also understand somebody else's energy maybe being like rubbed off on you, or whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. You might be picking up on somebody else's energy in some way. All right, that could be possibly what it is. I do think that there's also been something left unfinished here. Okay, I also am understanding that. So, all right, you guys have the Two of Swords, and then you have it with the Six of Swords here. This is showing up as the lie. I'm getting somebody being like, I can do this without even looking at the map. I can do this without even like looking at, I don't know, like a GPS or like something like that. Okay, I don't know. I understand that. That's showing up as a lie. So I don't know, maybe that's just like not true in some sense. But I also understand something about the lie being that an avoidance of something that would like help you move on in some sense, or an avoidance of, or maybe even, I don't even know if it's an avoidance, but I kind of do. I just feel like it's like maybe like not exactly knowing what to do with something here. And then it's like, well, now how do I like ship off? Or now how do I like make something like more easy? Or how do I get to like a time period that's like, you know, again, like easier, that kind of stuff. Okay. I feel like maybe you're even feeling like, well, it's just never going to get easier. This is just what it is, like this, you know, that kind of stuff. Okay. That could be part of whatever is going on. But again, that's showing up as like a lie. Okay. So, you know, maybe, you know, things are hopefully going to get easier soon, that kind of stuff. All right, so that you know, maybe something to like keep in the back of your head is that, like, you know, things are again gonna get easier in some sense. I also feel like you might be feeling with this Two of Swords and the Six of Swords here, I wonder if you are feeling like sorry, I just got somebody being like jaywalking is illegal. Okay, it is, I think, but I can't imagine that's, I don't know where that came from, but you should use crosswalks, I suppose. But I'm also understanding something about the lie being like, well, there's only one way out of that, or there's only one way in or one way out, you know, something about that. Okay, maybe this is like, hey, that is, you think it's a one-way street, but it's a two-way street. That's weird. I don't know what that means. I know what that means, but I don't know what the heck, where that would, I don't know what I'm saying. That's what I mean. All right. You guys have the Empress, and you have it with the Princess of Wands here. This is showing up as the truth. I feel like you are, this feels like a very powerful energy, okay? I think that you are maybe somebody who's like maybe very persuasive, or you're able to maybe have, to get people to like want to help you, you know? maybe just because, I don't know, this is so weird. I'm sorry. I'm seeing somebody lighting a farm on fire. Like, you know how you're meant to, I'm not a farmer, I don't know, but you're supposed to, I swear to God, I've said this years ago, that you're supposed to like light the soil on fire or something, and it brings like the nutrients and stuff back into the soil. I don't know. That's showing up as like the truth. So maybe there's something here that it's like, no, we can like re-energize something, or we can bring something like back to life, you know, that kind of stuff. Maybe you guys like Kanye West. All right. That could be something that's going on here. Or maybe you're very much influenced by, I don't know, maybe you're very influenced by like the friggin' things you love, or there's something that you are like hyper focused on, hyper obsessed with, that kind of stuff. I have hyper interest, or is that what it's called? I don't know. I don't think so. Hyper focus. I don't know why I can't think of this word, but that's all right. Okay. I think that you are taking, so I think that I can't tell which side of something is going on here, but it feels like somebody was supposed to take the responsibility for something, or rise to the occasion, that kind of thing. I feel like that did not happen, okay, that kind of stuff. And I feel like that's somewhat unsettling, or there's like a problem about that, okay, that kind of stuff. I do understand. All right, something regarding that. I want to see, I just want to see what this Princess of Wands is what is this, what's going on? What is this Princess of Wands here? You might have to stir the pot in order to have something continue gaining traction, or to keep, like getting larger, you know, that kind of stuff, or increasing, you know, whatever the heck it is, something regarding that, okay? For some of you guys, maybe parenthood, motherhood, whatever the heck has something to do with it. Seven of Hearts just is first of all, reversed here. All right, so I feel like there's maybe something about whittling down your choices with something, okay, that kind of thing. Or maybe this is like, you're allowed to change your mind, you know, that kind of thing. I feel like that maybe is also something that is like, you know, definitely true. Like you're allowed to change your mind, and it could be that you might be thinking, well, what, you know, once it's gone, or something like that. Okay. You know, I know that's really vague, but I don't know. There's something. All right. I think other people are seeing you as like very like attractive and like friggin' capable, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't know if you're not believing in that about yourself. There's the Seven of Hearts reversed again. What the heck? I think you're scared of making a particular choice here. And I don't know if scared is the right word. I think you're like, I need to be sure about this. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And I also wonder if you're like, well, right now, maybe you're thinking about like if there was like more stress, more responsibilities, something about that. I feel like, I don't know, there's something about that, and there's something about the ending of something that is showing up as a problem. Okay, so all right, let's see. I don't know why. Oh yeah, because I was going to clarify the Princess of Wands, but I don't think I need to. So all right, you guys have the Three of Pentacles, and you have it with the Strength card here, and this is showing up as a solution. So okay, so yes, maybe a little bit of like facing your fears, that kind of stuff, okay? Or it could be that the solution is maybe working together in some capacity with other people, but maybe that's like, oh, that might be the thing that you're like, I'm kind of nervous about that, or, you know, that kind of stuff, or maybe this requires like a lot of energy, like actual strength, that kind of stuff. I also wonder if this is like in a particular group of people, you know, that kind of stuff, or a particular group, okay? That type of thing. I wonder if there is something about, like really working hard to like keep your inner peace during something, okay? Like I don't pretend you're working with a bunch of people, and maybe like you and somebody else, you don't really get along too well, whatever the heck it is, okay? That kind of stuff. I'm understanding you either like being like, okay, well, the solution is for me to just like really use my inner strength and just friggin' like find like my inner calm, that kind of stuff, and still work through something, okay? Maybe there's this like, you know, that this person's not cooperating or whatever the heck it is, okay? That could be part of whatever the solution is. And I also understand something about really pushing yourself to speak up in a group, okay? To like really like speak up, say your opinion, whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff, okay? I do understand that. And I will also say you might have something to say, or maybe just your friggin' presence alone, something about that might actually be influencing the group mood. I want to say group contingency. I don't know what I'm talking about here, Cancer, but it might be affecting like the group, but in like a good way. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's something like that. So all right, let's see. All right, Cancer. Ooh, you guys have Butterfly. Oh my God. You know what's wild? I was going to say number 31 during your reading, and then I was like, I feel like I'm going to scare somebody, so I didn't say that. Wish I did, because I wish I did. But so it says Butterfly, transformation, joy, beauty, and transience. Okay. Transcendence. Okay, so I think you guys really like music. I don't know. Maybe I know I say it all the time, and I don't know, maybe you like music, or that's just what it is. Maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio or a Taurus. I think there's something about acceptance here, okay, like accepting something here, but I also do understand, you know, transformation, whatever the heck it is. Like there might be something here where, again, the solution is maybe to, I don't know, strengthen something or strengthen the group work in some sense, something about that. But I'm telling you, there is something about, I do want to say speaking up or like finding like the courage to like speak up like in front of other people. That is the heart, like that is, I feel weird even saying that, because it's like, well, yeah, how easy is it to be like, oh my God, guys, you just have to speak up more in the group, and that's that. Okay, cool. But guess what? If that's somebody's like, hey, that's the thing that friggin' terrifies me, that's just not the easiest thing to do. But it's good to know that it's like you're kind of being encouraged in that way. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that says like most likely there's people who probably want you to speak up and like are, you know, wanting to like hear what you have to say, that kind of thing. Okay, I do understand that. All right. I also want to say like finding like beauty or like little moments of like, okay, this is, I can work with this, or, you know what I'm saying? Something about that. Okay. Like I you know, I'm understanding that. I also understand maybe letting something like organically transition in some sense, that kind of thing. All right. There's something about that. All right. So that, you know what I'm also getting, sorry, strength card in this thing, it says transformation. I'm getting something about somebody being like, you know, like if like a transformer blows, not the, those like action figures, but like a power line of some sort. I don't know. There's something about that. I don't know. Very strange. It's not, I guess it's not that strange. Just kind of random. All right. So that's what I have for you guys, Cancer. I hope this reading was helpful and made sense. All that kind of stuff. If not, you could check your other placements. Otherwise, I'll see you guys back for your next one. Thank you. Bye.